In May 2018, President Paul Kagame made a state visit to France following an invitation from President Emmanuel Macron, and that is when the French president decided to establish a commission to examine government archived documents written between 1990 and 1994 linking that country to the genocide that was perpetrated against Tutsis here in Rwanda. The more than 1,000-page report that resulted was presented to His Excellency Emmanuel Macron on Friday and shows how France blindly supported a genocidal regime.
Le principal, c'est de n'avoir pas compris en fait la réalité du Rwanda, la réalité africaine d'une certaine manière, d'avoir plaqué sur le Rwanda au fond des stigmates de la colonisation.
Principally, they did not understand the Rwandan or African reality, and they attached to Rwanda the stigma of colonization, imposing tribalism upon the country. We know that 3 tribes were prescribed to Rwandans, but that was false. Rwandans were one people, sharing religious beliefs and united. The Belgian colonialists simply created tribes that did not exist at the time: Hutus, Tutsis, and the Twa. France then reinforced that tribalism by supporting Habyarimana's regime. What France should have done is truly adopted the principles of the La Baule Convention and supported democracy in Rwanda, but that was not done. France gave everything to Habyarimana and asked nothing from him in return. That is a serious problem because it was possible to order Habyarimana to abolish the ID cards that indicated a person's tribe and push aside Hutu extremists. But France's policy became to support him in these things and instead arm him. Rwanda was full of weapons.
Au contraire, la politique de la France, ça a été de le précipiter dans les bras des extrémistes et en lui concédant aussi énormément d'armement. Le Rwanda est surarmé.
The Duclert report, however, does not indicate legal complicity in the genocide on France's part. Nevertheless, it has been seen as a step in the right direction. Certainly, the report shows that France as a country played a strong role in the genocide against Tutsis because France's government continued to support a government that was committing genocide, and there was strong evidence showing them that genocide was being committed, yet they did not denounce it. Later, they initiated Opération Turquoise in an attempt to save face following their failure to do the right thing. The report says the genocide in Rwanda was France's failure. We have always known that fact, but we must commend that this is the first time they are admitting it in an official government report, such a blatant wrong. There have also been calls for more to be done.
Nous regrettons, par exemple, que la complicité.
We regret that, for example, the legal complicity of the French government was not exposed. We have spent the last 27 years showing that it did exist, be it financial, military, and diplomatic support, and much more. We are certainly not satisfied. Though we have not yet read Duclert's report, we do know it says nothing of the fight we are engaged in, striving for genocide perpetrators to be brought to justice. I don't think it contains information on the people we are pursuing legally because we go after individuals. Following the issuing of the report, the chairperson of the African Union Commission tweeted this, and I quote, "I welcome the publication of the report of the French Research Commission regarding the genocide against the Tutsi. This substantial and well-documented report establishes a great number of responsibilities. It also merits appreciation as an act of courage. I wish to commend this important decision to pursue the truth about the most dramatic event in contemporary African history." End of quote. Rwanda's government also gave its official response shortly after the Duclert report was presented. And I quote again, "The government of Rwanda welcomes the report of the Duclert Commission, which represents an important step toward a common understanding of France's role in the genocide against the Tutsi. An investigative report commissioned by the government of Rwanda in 2017 will be released in the coming weeks, the conclusions of which will complement and enrich those of the Duclert Commission.